about our Father's business. Grind mode, filled with His Holy Spirit. That's a cheat code. Holiness the standard. We never fold. We about to make a scene episode about our Father's business.
Yo, we are back. Episode 52 of season 2 of the Not the Same Podcast, hosted by this one word, C-Micah, and that one word over there, Mr. Robert Dean. And we are back, man. And yes, more to come on why we got our team colors on tonight. But we are needless to say, we are two happy brothers, because both our teams won last night. My homeboy over there closed the series out. The remarkable coming from the play-in all the way to knocking out the number 1 seed. That is, you know what, brother? I know we starting the show, but that's a big deal, my guy.
That's a big deal. That's a big feat.
Especially a big deal since you had absolutely no faith in these one words.
Don't say no faith. But
Okay.
I said we can't play. I said you can't play. We're going to have to go for the juggler because if it goes 7, we out. But guess what? That ain't happening, so go on about the business.
Yeah. What's up, Ms. Dingle? Good to see you,
Ms.
sis.
Dingle was popping.
Appreciate all your contributions. Ms. Dingle drops us something all the time, man. Appreciate you for real, sis, on that. What's up,
yes,
Hagens?
Definitely do. What up, little bruh?
Yeah, man. So, like I said, season 2, episode 52 of season 2 of the Not the Same Podcast. Good evening, Miss D. Winder. Good to see you the
What's
other
up,
day,
D?
D. Man, I had a hug line going that day. I told Miss D, it's like a hug line. I had just got through hugging somebody else, and I walked up and saw Miss D. I said, I give my sister a hug, too. I was laughing. We was laughing about that. But, yeah, man. All right, man, let's get it started. Brother, how you doing, man?
Man, I am doing great, man. It's Friday. I get a chance to get back to my
Friday for you.
My project. Yeah, Friday for me. I get a chance to get back to my basement starting tomorrow morning.
Brother Pierre,
so I'm
what's
not
up,
really
sir?
off. Hey, Pierre, what's good? What's good with you, man?
Yeah, man, what's good with me, man? I'm just glad to be off. We'll leave it at that. I'll go a little bit further when it's the official what's good. But before we get into that, man, please do us a favor. If you are watching us exclusively on YouTube tonight, number 1, hit that like button. And if you have not hit the like button before, or if you have hit the like button, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you'll know when we are live on the Not the Same Podcast. And here is the reason we really need you to hit that like button tonight. It helps the YouTube algorithm to alert other people that like stuff like what we're doing, like this CHH stuff and the music type stuff and that fake type stuff. They be like, it's some fake people over there doing that. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
and YouTube will let other people know about us, and that can help us as a whole. So please, if you're watching, go ahead and hit that like button. Number 2, man, if you have not subscribed, like we said before, please subscribe, man. You've been checking out. This kind of like you visiting a church. This is not a church. Don't get it twisted. This is just jokes right here. This is not a church. We is nobody pastor, you know what I mean? But nah, you've been visiting a few times. Go on and join the membership. Go on and hit that subscription button, you know what I mean? Go on and commit to Sunday with your non-committal self. Anyway.
Non-committing, forever peeping selves.
That's
anyway,
right.
check
with
this
your
out. Shout out to our looking boys and girls. Shout out to our rebroadcast, our MTV famo, MTMV famo. I got to make sure I get my peoples right, man. Live show, TV, the Takeover, Praise 365, Scooter, Parable Radio, RYC Praise News, His Hop Radio and podcast, and the 520 Collective, man. We want to thank them for being rebroadcasters of the Not the Same Podcast. Now, they rebroadcast on audio. Some of them do put the video on, but if you are catching us on your favorite streaming outlets, be it iTunes, Apple Music, Spotify, whoever it is that you're hearing us 2 1 words, we appreciate you. And if you on there and that's how you listen to us, make sure you leave a comment or something. Encourage some brothers. Let us know what's going on.
Yeah. Please do. Please do. All right, Rob, I got a question for you, my brother.
Yeah, man.
What's good?
Robert Dean, my brother from another mother, like my homie Larry Rogers on the west side. Some say it's the best side, but I roll in the Midwest. But be careful on the west side of St. Louis, tucking your chain. Man, my brother, what's good?
It is, man. What's good with me, man? Like I kind of alluded to when you asked me what was going on. Look, man, I am doing a DIY project. I'm finishing up the basement. I can officially say that Bob the Builder here has framed his first room. So the podcast studio is framed out. It ain't no walls up. but I got the frame. And when I say ain't no walls, I'm talking about drywall, all that good stuff. So I'm going to finish framing that out, making sure it's good, drill the holes, run the wires, do all that good stuff, man. And I did this all from the University of YouTube and the help from my neighbor, man. My neighbor came over, coach, do that, Mr. Miyagi type style. And I'm getting it done. What's good with you, man?
Man, what's good with me is, number one, man, big thing. Both of our teams won last night. What's up, Cortez? All right, both of our teams won last night, man. If you was watching the sports show last night, I took my liberty of my soapbox segment to jump on my brother because he was scary about his team winning, but he was up 3-1, and I was down 3-1. And I had all the fears of the world of not leaving Memphis ever again, or my team just staying in their bed at night because it was looking bad. And both of us won, so that is what's good. Salute to my Memphis Grizzlies. We may lose again on Friday playing against the Lakers and LeBron James and the refs, but, hey, we made it to number 6. It's going to be an uphill battle. Trust me, because the nation wants Golden State in L.A. They don't want Golden State in little old Memphis, Tennessee. So it is what it is. But that's what's good with me.
Although the ratings would be good.
Yeah, it would.
Yeah, D. I'm not gonna lie. God has been good. It's a pretty big closet.
Yes, it is, man. All right, man. Let's go and get into the show, man. Let's get to our face segment. We're gonna hold. Well, yeah, face it. Face segment tonight. Now, this is a tricky question, but I think it's good. How do you deal with success or things going well? Are you uncomfortable or cocky or etc.? And what I mean by this, how you deal with success. A lot of times we talk about how you deal with struggle at your job, how you deal with being let down. Okay, on the other end, how do you deal with promotion? How you deal with being blessed? How you deal with, let's say, for example, I know Rob told me before he one of the few members of his family that own a home. How do you deal with that? Because that brings a different type of pressure other than, like, for the family members, like, okay, who this one word think he is because he got him a house or, with a new car or whatever. So this is the question for tonight. How do you deal with success or things going well? Are you uncomfortable? Are you cocky about it or etc.? Go ahead, Mr. Davis.
It's levels to mine. Success at work.
It's levels to this.
It is levels to it. Dealing with success at work is something different. It's kind of my head always on the swivel. I don't trust in one word. So success. Hey, look.
No, he's not.
Hey, success at work. I'm like, you just look like I'm a runaway sometimes.
Look, the master gave you something extra on the plate. You mean this whole steak is mine? I ain't got to share it with nobody? I don't trust it.
But that's on the joking side, but that comes from not having nothing growing up. So when you get it, you don't have time to flex and be cocky because you didn't have it like that. So now that you have it, you have to what up, Cuzzo, how you feeling, man? I hope y'all made it to Florida safe. When you get it, because you didn't have it growing up, once you finally get it, man, it's like one of them situations where I don't have time to be cocky for I never flex on nobody. The one thing that, I almost said the peed me off. The one thing that ticks me off to the highest degree of festivity, if you will, is people that use status. I can't stand that. You dig what I'm saying? Like, don't status or try to little boy somebody because you got it now and they don't. Like that ticks me off to the fullest, bro. Like I don't like that because I was once in those shoes where I was being talked about for not having anything. So for me, at work, success is a humility thing, and then we'll continue this dialogue. Go ahead, bro.
I guess for me, I start with work since you started with work. For me, work success it's fulfilling. Definitely, it's very fulfilling because I don't think I could go back to being just a worker. After being a boss for a while, you know what I mean? And I'm not saying that in a cocky way, but I don't know if I could just move back into that position. That always have caused me fear about doing something else as a career. Let me say it like that, because I've gotten accustomed being at the point of being in control of my situation. So if it's going bad, I know I messed up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I know I had control of it. But if it's going good, I know I put my hands in it and encourage this person to move this person in that place or whatever, man. So I don't know how easy it would be for me to go back to where I'm leaning on somebody else who is my leader above God, you know what I'm saying,
Right.
to give me success. So that's very hard for me. In another sense, the successes in life, man, honestly, for my life, ever since I went to college, I went to Bible college. If y'all don't know, I went to this Bible school in Oklahoma. And from that point on in my life, you know, I got taught about understanding faith, you know, as a believer, right? And understanding in a different way when it comes to not being rich and having money, but in the sense of God being a provider. I didn't recognize him in that way until I got to that school, right? And when I learned about that, from that point on, when it comes to provision, life has been very easy for me, because it's like, I ain't saying there's a special key to how you believe God for it, but for me, when I saw it, it was kind of like a special key. For me, I ain't saying for everybody else. You know, it may not work for you. Your faith may not work like that. No, I'm kidding. But no, I'm just saying, for me, you know, it's just like when I saw this thing, it changed my life, right? So when I put in, or it could be cocky, it's like I've got to that point where it's been so much when I believe God for something, I expect it to happen so much that when it don't, I'm sad. You feel what I'm saying? So on that end, when it comes to provision, like, oh, I'm believing God for something big and it don't come through, I'm like, well, what? You know what I'm saying? And some things will be for your better not to get. I had a situation, I ain't going to say it over the screen, but you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Where I just assumed it's going to work out. You know what I'm saying? And it didn't work out. And wifey was like, well, good. I'm glad it didn't work out. But I kind of like, man, hold up. You know, I put my faith on this. Why this ain't? What?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So for me, on both sides, it's kind of different, man. Go ahead, bro.
When it comes to the music, I'm uncomfortable. You dig what I'm saying?
Yes, me
let
too.
me tell you something.
Extremely uncomfortable.
As an artist, like, and it's a few people on in the chat, Cuzzo, Lil Bruh, Ted's and yourself, where I just did a song based off of our segment on sports, Soapbox. And I had to send it. Whenever I send my music off and someone gives it a compliment, I get uncomfortable. Whenever somebody plays my music in front of me, like, oh, you do music? Hey, check this video out. Who is this? Click, and they play it in front of me. I'm like, like, it's uncomfortable. It's gratifying, but it's uncomfortable because I'm standing there. Now, if I'm on stage and it's happening, it's fine, because, or we're at an event and they play one of my songs, it's different. But to be, I try to keep my music and podcast separate from work. Now, a couple of people know it, but especially the music, because I never want anybody to feel like, because of my beliefs, I don't know how to balance and treat everybody with love like we're supposed to.
Correct.
And they'd be like, well, he a Christian, so he was discriminating. This is why. Like, so I try to keep that stuff separate. So when people find out and they play the song when I walk up, like that can be very, very, very uncomfortable, if you will. So in that sense, that's what an uncomfortable part at. Like, yo, so when the next concert? Or man, I heard your song, and my kids play your song all the time. It gets us through, and it's encouraging.
Yes.
But at the same time, it's very uncomfortable, because it's like, okay, what do I say next outside of thank you? You know what I'm saying? Because you don't want to be cocky. Like, yeah, I know that mud was raw. What you talking about? It's bars. One word. Like,
I do this.
You don't want to be that.
All right, Miss Dingle said in the chat, I give glory to God because it's not me. I brag on my God. No cockiness because it's outside of me. That's what's up.
Yeah, that's dope.
Cortez says, most of the time it's hard even to celebrate success. I feel that, brother.
Yeah,
I really feel that.
Hey, can I say something to bro real quick?
Go ahead.
But you have to, Tez, and I'm going to tell you why. Because you'll look back and not realize all you accomplished, and the enemy will mess around and attack you like you ain't accomplished nothing. And then you have to go back and this goes for anybody in life, not just with videos and music. The enemy will trick you, like where C is at, where I'm at. D, she's in leadership. You know what I'm saying? The enemy will trick you to have you like you're a failure and not let you have to stop and take a moment and be like, sit back and enjoy the moment. Like, you have everybody on this line listening. You have to celebrate those small victories. I don't care if it's not big like the person you looking at or social media. Celebrate them little victories from where you were and where you are now, or what you could have been, man. Real talk.
That's very, very important, man. And a lot of times we lose sight of that because our goals are so big, right? Yeah. Cause, like Rob said, you don't see the small victories because your goals are so humongous. You know, it's like, okay, if I'm not Michael, for example, you know, if I'm an artist and I want to be at the same level of Michael Jackson, well, I ain't Michael Jackson, so I ain't worth nothing. But dog, you know, you might be Janet. Janet was fire too. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta wait till tomorrow to perform.
Yeah, you know, but but you know what I'm saying? Like, you may not be equal to Michael, but dog, you a Jackson. You know what I mean?
Right.
We got to enjoy the victories, like Rob was saying, man. Ms. Dingle said, I feel that I can't go back to being regular. Okay, and then she said, say that to what you had just said. And the music part of it, like Rob was talking about, it's very hard for me. It has always been hard for me, particularly as an artist, to deal with success. And I think that's really built on where I came from. And some people be like, man, you came from the struggle and all that. I came from Memphis, Tennessee. I did not stay in the hood, but I'm from a city where a hated on city, or a city where it's always not good enough. So that's the mentality I always had as an artist. Like, some be like, man, this is dope, this is great. And I'd be like, man, it ain't that good. You know what I mean? It's just always constantly in that moment of you just shooting it down instead of accepting it. Or it becomes a false humility type thing. Like, okay, I don't want to be cocky. And then you be like, man, it's trash. Okay, brother, you can say your stuff is good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, sometimes you could be glorifying God by saying it's good because he the one gave it to you and gave you that talent, you know. But, as an artist, man, it's been very, very, very difficult to deal with success. Even with us being podcasters, man, like, sometimes we'll meet people and they'll be like, man, you know, this is so this. And we'll be thinking like, man, it's just our homies. We just be up in there talking. What you talking about? This is so that. No, it ain't. It's just us talking.
Yeah.
Us and our one words kicking it. You know, that's what we be feeling like. But there's more people that see this than what we know. You know what I'm saying? Or what we see comment or whatever.
And then the other thing, the et cetera part is, being so hard on yourself that you can't even see the good that you're doing. You could be so self-critical. Look, I got a very bad habit of being self-critical on myself. Like, nobody can ever down me. Nobody knows my faults. Nobody knows your faults better than you. And that can be so, you could be so critical on yourself that it becomes crippling. And you have to watch yourself on that. Like, my cousin on the line. I think my cousin is one of the dopest lyricists that I've ever met. You dig what I'm saying? The way he can put lyrics together. And, sometimes I'll be like, hey, because you killing it. You dig what I'm saying? And it'll take him forever to put a piece of work together because he wants it to be perfection. And it's like, bro, don't hold on to that. And see, you do the same thing. And I think
yes, I do.
Some people will want it so perfect that it becomes crippling. You know what I mean? As opposed to just putting it out there and letting the people see it. You know what I mean? And that's me speaking from you as my brother, for Cuzzo as my cousin, but more than that, as a fan of you all's ability, lyrics, and music. So don't be that person either.
Don't be a slave to perfection.
Yeah, please don't do that because you'll hear people say this, man. But I'm a perfectionist. I get it, but if you in the body, if you doing it in excellence, go for it. I ain't saying put out trash, but don't be such a perfectionist that it get mixed and mastered and oh my goodness, I hear something that shouldn't be there. Or you put your body out there, your body of work out there, whatever it may be, and nobody sees it but you. But every time someone say this is great, but look at that speck right there. If you draw, or I put this piece of spoken word together, but I should have said this like that. So just watch yourself on not being crippling of your perfection, if you will.
See what you did to Cortez. Yeah, see, release it.
Cortez, enjoy it.
Right. Ms. Dingle said, I had 10 to 15 people come to my first theater production, but I thank God for the lesson behind it. It's still success. Absolutely, sis. Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, enjoy that. That's a victory. That's your first one, and you got 10 to 15 people out. Right. Talk to some of these Christian artists that only get artists that come out with nobody but the artist families there.
It's some people some videos that we play be spectacular. You go to that concert, it's more people in this chat than there's at the concert.
At the concert. And that's facts.
Yeah. So, all right, man. I think we'll milk that thing long enough. We'll go to this new song, man. I believe it's the Stephen Malcolm song.
Just play the video.
Yeah, we're just gonna play a video, man. Let's hold up and wait.
Hold up. Hey.
All right, this song is called "I Love You, Jesus," featuring Stephen Malcolm by an artist by the name of Quazo, I think. Quasi. I don't know.
C4 Quasi?
No, it's not C4. C4 ain't supposed to be there. That's a mistake.
Oh.
Thank you for pointing it out for the whole crowd. Thank you, sir. But featuring Stephen Malcolm.
It's just crazy.
It's just crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's just crazy. You know what I mean? All right, here we go. I love you, Jesus. While I fix this.
Yeah. Hey, yeah. Been through the mud, still I'm right here, yeah. Life be the type that don't fight fair, yeah. Came straight from that jungle, lion, tigers, bears, yeah. Still I stand right here, yeah, yeah. Imagine losing everything just to gain it all. From the time I was a jit, all I wanted was the ball. I was told by OGs, get the cheese and the rugs. Was a boy to a man, still
I thought that too when I first saw it.
Needed light in the dark.
I still think it's him.
That's divine, two worlds intertwined. New strength in these times, crew right by my side. Real ones who gon' ride even if it all decline. It's like I was blinded by man in this. Ways that define who I am, I let it manifest. Waves of depression crash hard, felt like vanishing. Disappear like my dad when he abandoned me. But then God's love came and captured me. Covered me with grace, showed me the real man in me. Imprinted his love, showed me that it's all vanity. Coming to an end is everything, except for me.
Yeah.
Life get a time that I'm fighting.
I promise you that's right, bro.
It looks so much like him.
I worship and adore you.
No, that ain't.
Being at the bottom, trying to climb out, yeah. Stay with a bottle, now it's dried out, yeah. It was mid in the mitten, but I had cloud, yeah.
Prince Alter Ego.
Right.
For a long time, I ain't done suicide, dying on the inside. God's there when I slide. Living cap was the vibe. I'ma hurt you all the time. Scrapping to survive. Being drunk and pain was my getaway.
Sipping on took the glasses off.
Right.
Feeling in my body wasn't manifesting. Sick but a smile since adolescence. But I know we love it cause he ride or die.
Okay, bro.
You tweeted.
I love you, Jesus. I worship and adore you, Lord. I love you, Jesus. You healed me. I worship and adore you. I'm here, Lord. Just wanna tell you.
Okay, Queasy. I don't think
all
that's
right,
his name.
I believe Queasy, something like that, man. Look, brother, we don't mean to mispronounce your name,
definitely.
but hey, brother, it was a nice song featuring Stephen Malcolm. I Love You, Jesus. I enjoyed it. You know what I mean? This is my first introduction to this artist. If you see this video, brother, let us know how to pronounce your name because I'm not trying to do you bad, my guy, but it looked like Queasy. You know what I mean? Something like that.
Yeah.
But, hey, we know Stephen Malcolm. Stephen, if you see it, let us know. We know you. But, yeah, man, it was a clean video. It was kind of grimy on purpose, I believe. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It had a grunge look on purpose, and I felt the heart of the song. It was like a worship song. You know what I'm saying? Malcolm was doing his thing, rapping / melodic type worship. You know what I mean? Stephen Malcolm kind of lives in that lane in a way. That dude can rap, but he'll do some stuff like that too. So check it out. I Love You, Jesus, Quasi by Quasi featuring Stephen Malcolm. Your thoughts, brother?
Like you said, it had that vintage look on it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But as you said, the grimy look and it looked vintage. Again, real simple video. Two locations basically, but it allowed you to focus on the lyrics. And I think when you have a song like this, it's very important that you don't do too much so you can hear the message. And that's one of them type songs. Like it's strictly for like a worship song. I mean, they have one of the best, like Ms. Dingle said, they have one of the best worship songs. You know, I Love You, Jesus in the back. They sample that. very powerful worship song in itself. So you would have to make sure that it was a heartfelt type song. But I liked it, man. It was dope. I tried to look my man up while we was on here. I didn't see this particular song. I saw other songs. So I'm going to see. I like his voice also. So I was expecting him to come out of a rap bag, and he started singing. So, yeah, definitely want to check that brother out and see what he's talking.
And, brother, we are not hating on you by saying you look like Brinson. You just look like Brinson.
Right.
You just look like him. You know, go look up Brinson. You'll see. Okay, that's my doppelganger. All right, man. We're going to move on to a CHH segment.
CHH segment.
CHH segment. Do you really believe some music can have a negative effect on your life? Do you really believe some music can have, okay, it can't be, but some music can have a negative effect on your life? Do you really believe that, Mr. Davis? Because, you know, we grew up, up in any type of Christian realm. It's like, you know, don't listen to that secular music. You know, it's going to ruin your life. You know, it's going to mess you up. You know, they act like you're going to go to hell as soon as you listen to a tune that don't say Jesus. So
yeah.
I grew up that way too.
No, but I didn't. You know, I was a heathen.
Oh yeah, I forgot. My bad, bro.
All my music was killing, drugs, and sex.
My bad, brother. I didn't mean disrespect you, brother. My bad.
And it had a negative effect because I got all these kids. No, I'm just playing. Anyways, to be serious, yes, because like the Bible says, life and death in the power of the tongue. And if you listen to it enough, it can urge you to do certain things. Like what you feed your spirit is what's going to come out. So if you are, especially when you start adding alcohol, you know, drugs to it, and then you start listening to the lyrics, a lot of times it does motivate because that's what you constantly putting in your ear gate. You know what I'm saying? Your eyes and ear gate, like they say, is the, gateway to your soul. I know you hear people say that, but the more you know, you meditating on it. So you constantly meditating on different stuff, and it's not just rap. Let's put this out there. Let's debunk this stereotype, because you have grunge music, you have depression music, and it's not just rap where these folks are straight depressed, and the kids listening to it are walking around depressed and don't even know why, because their favorite artist. That's the type of music they put out. Your thoughts, bro?
I believe, yes, it can have a negative effect on your life in this way. Like you said, the Bible says you snare by the words of your mouth. You know, the words have power. You know, people don't like speaking about God in this way. Like, you know, words ain't got no power. Yes, words have power. And what's being said to you, if you allow it to take root. I mean, I'm sounding real country right now.
Real country.
Real country. If you're allowed to take root in your heart, a root in your heart, it got to be country. If you're allowed to take place or take residence in your heart, it can really become something that's negative. You know, you have to be very careful of these things, man. But on the other end, I believe for me that I grew up in a superbly. From the age of 13 on, I grew up in like a super Christian home. Not just normal Christian home, super, all caps, Christian home. It made me run the secular music more. You know what I mean? Because it was like, you know, it was always, you know, don't do this, and this is going to happen to you, and then be all that, and then be like, okay, I'm listening to this while you telling me this. I still go to church on Sunday. You know, I pray in tongues. I do this. I'm fine. You know, I still like listening to Murder Was the Case, you know, or whatever I was listening to. I was listening to Snoop a lot as a kid, or Dre, or, you know, when Snoop first came. I was listening to all this stuff, and my parents would, you know, really, really harp on me not to do that because, you know, I guess it's the over-exaggeration to keep you from doing, like, the small things. So they'd be like, you know, when you hear about churches, man, no close dancing, you know, keep space between you and the Holy Ghost, you know, when you dancing or whatever, and all that, you know, because they're fearful of you just having sex and having a baby, instead of actually talking to you about why you shouldn't have sex at this time. We just do the over-exaggeration instead of dealing with the real subject. So I'm saying this from this point. Saying that all music is bad that ain't godly is wrong, because all music that ain't godly may not be wrong. Because what if music that ain't talking about God but talking about marriage? What's wrong with that? Marriage is right. You know what I mean? If you have some music that's talking about building up good credit, that's not bad. You know what I'm saying? It's a good thing to build up good credit, you know, or you have some music that's talking about, I don't know, trying to be a positive influence on your community. That's not bad, so we got to be careful of like over generalizing things and where it's like, okay, it's just gonna kill you. But there are some things, if you trying to live holy and not getting sin and not sleep with a bunch of women, in my high school days, it probably wasn't good for me to be watching Uncle Luke videos. That's gonna date me, but I'm just saying back then, or when Tip Drill came out, that's probably not the best thing to be watching if you trying to stay holy. So there's a line between it, but it's not as wide as a brush as it was made for me, as I think, because if I had a child this time, I think I would have a different approach instead of just being blanket. Don't you listen to this to throw it out and burn it and you going to hell. I don't want to do that. That's a little too much, Go ahead, bro.
And we've been there. My older kids that's out and gone about their business, you know what I'm saying? They not literally, but y'all know what I'm saying. The way I was when they were younger, when it came to and here's the thing. They actually, and I'm gonna keep it a buck with everybody, like they actually were treated on what I was trying to protect myself from. You dig what I'm saying? Because I had a great fall from the church because I had a church hurt. And then when I came back to the church, my thing was, okay, I'm not going to listen to any secular music because I don't want to fall into sexual sin. I'm not going to, sensual music, not secular. I'm not going to do this because I don't want to do that. So it was like, no secular music in the house. And now, Darius, Dominic, and Devin, they Don Tolliver, whatever, like anybody that's popping that they listen to is fine. Even when we riding down the street, it's like, yo, here, take my phone, because I want to know what you listening to. And back in the day, we didn't really have that understanding. Like, yo, how about you connect and not be this weirdo, not just to your kids where they resent you, but to society, to the world. Like, man, Christians be tripping, and I never want to be that representation of Christ. Not saying that I'm going to be, as you say, a jellyback and just let anything flow, but it's like you said, back in the day, it would make you feel this way. But this is what I would say. You have to watch how much time you spend in it also. If you are a believer, you need to balance how much secular and how much worship and how it does matter. It really does matter, especially if he delivered you from some things. You know what I'm saying? So you got to kind of watch yourself, man, and keep that healthy balance. And like our guest said last week, 2 weeks ago, Risen, he don't listen to no secular music, but that's for him, and I can understand that.
Miss Dingle said, yes, when I used to listen to Bone Thugs and Kevin Gates before work, I used to be on the edge and ready to throw hands with anyone, but less violent music. I was happy and jolly at work. That's a good point.
What, Eric Boston?
Mr. G says, what music you listen to? See, talking about good credit. It was just an example, brother. I don't know. I was just saying.
I got one. D1. I paid Sally Mae back.
Yeah, Sally Mae back. There you go, brother. We got one. All right, Ms. Dinker said, that's why the Holy Spirit doesn't let me listen to Trey songs. I can understand it. Then that's Eric Boss. What's up, brother Eric? Yeah, man. So go ahead, bro. I saw it.
No, I'm just saying the sensual music. I mean, that was everybody know my testimony. If you don't, go to my website. Shameless plug. Because I'm an open book. Like I don't hide my scars from nobody, and sometimes maybe I'm too open, but y'all will get over it. But I have to watch myself on how much R&B I listen to, because I know the state of mind that it put me in because of what it was. That was my drug. You know what I'm saying? So if sex was my drug and sensual music, I know can get me to like, man, I got to stop it. I'm not saying love making. I'm talking about it's different types of R&B music.
There's different.
You know what I'm saying?
Sharon says music can minister to your spirit, so there's a balance of secular music that you should listen to. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
It's some good music to get you amped.
That's what I was about to say. If you're working out, man, sometimes John
P.
T ain't gonna get it. I love you, Jesus ain't gonna work for you to try to drop these pounds. You know what I'm saying? And you might have to turn up a little bit. So it's different purpose. And then music affects different people differently. You know what I mean? So for me, because I'm I'm a musician, so to speak, my music spirit, so to speak, is more sensitive than maybe other folks that's not really into music, So for them, it could just be.
That's key right
you hear
there,
that,
bro.
it's just racket. It don't do nothing to them because music ain't that big a deal.
All they hear is the beat.
All they hear is beat. For me, I don't like to drive the car without music on, not 1 minute. You know what I mean? Like, music is around me all the time. You know, if I'm walking, I'm either a podcast or music 24/7. You know, when I wake up, I'm humming something. That's me personally. So, you know, that's why I know if I'm listening to something that's poison, I don't want to keep saying it. But let's see. Sex and as the drug, the music was the lighter. Oh, sex and as the drug, sex was the drug and the music was the lighter. Maybe that's what he's trying to say.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. I mean, hey, that's
a true point.
That's a bar.
Eric Boston just rocked that Jazzy Jeff and Fresh Prince. Come on, bro. Eric, what you doing, my guy? We love you. We love you in the 520 Collective. But, brother,
hey,
I ain't messing with Will Smith right now. You know what I mean? Nah, Will can still spit. I heard him on somebody had a remix. I can't remember what it is. They did a remix on a Will Smith song. They had Will Smith on it, and Will Smith was twisting and stuff on it. I can't remember what that dude's name is. Maybe your little brother remember dude name. I can't remember what dude's name was, but Will Smith still got it. We'll just say that. Sex was the drug, music was the lighter. Yeah, that's right, bro.
Yeah. I knew that's what he was saying, but that was that's bro, that's a bar in a sense, but you summed it up right there. Sex was the drug, music was the lighter. That might be a album. You dig? That could possibly be an album title right there, man.
Go ahead and do it.
Don't be surprised if you're shooting that video in about 3 months, brother.
Let's see. I'm living my best life. Grab a copy of Code Red. Earlier this week. All right, brother.
Oh, okay. He went old school.
Hey.
The bottom line is this, man. It's what you can handle. Because like C said, music for me is different. Why? Because when I'm listening to music, I hear every symbol, especially if I have headphones on. I hear the sound in the very back. If they're singing, I hear the harmonies in the back on the left side. I hear the lows on the right side. I hear the mids when they come through. So it hits me way, way more different because I grew up in a music household. My old dude is he's a guitarist. You know what I'm saying? He was in a band. He cold with the guitar. So I was around the Stanley Clarks, the George Bensons, the Sade's, and all these other funkadelic. Like I heard all of that where the music was live and vibrant. So I listen to music totally different from everybody else. So I'll catch something someone says and they be like, oh, I didn't even catch that. I'm going to catch it because I'm listening to not just the music, I'm listening to the lyrics. So it affects me way, way different than it may affect somebody else who just be like, oh, it ain't that serious for me.
That song I was talking about, it was collab with Joyner Lucas featuring Will Smith. That's what it was. Thank you, Cortez.
Okay.
Yeah. And they
got some Will Smith fans in the building.
No, he was snapping on that joint. Look it up. I just say that.
Oh, hold on. It went viral for a minute, didn't it?
Yeah. He snapped on that joint.
I know what you're talking about now.
Yeah, Joyner may have wrote it or something. We ain't gonna say nothing about that, but he snapped on that joint. You know, that's how they do with them big stars.
He had some albums, bro. He had some albums, and he sold some copies. So let me get a Will Smith. Just let me get them sales or them streams. I'll be all right. I'm
just gonna step away from the Will Smith conversation. But yeah, man, you know we just gotta believe something.
Name out your mouth.
Yeah, I ain't trying to get Chris rocked. Yeah, man, but to sum it up, man, music can be negative, especially if you are sensitive in that area in the music realm.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, man, don't be over deep about it where you can't enjoy music. It's okay to enjoy music, man. Trust me.
Enjoy life. Goodness.
You know, you read the Bible, there's mentions of poems that are not like, they just poems. From the time of you get what I'm saying? So it's like some things that are just of the day. Paul mentions of some people that's just people. They ain't just other preachers. He don't only mention preachers. That's not real life. You know, so just for us people, some folks that came from that super deep Pentecostal place, man, like there's more life than outside of the church. The church is great. You are the church. You should bring the church everywhere you go. But enjoy life, man. That's where I want to land at, man. Like, don't allow fears of falling to stop you from enjoying life. You know what I'm saying? Bro. Once again, don't allow fears of falling to stop you from enjoying life. Listen, you may mess up. You may make a mistake. Repent. and keep it moving, man. But enjoy your life. We only get one of these on Earth. You know what I mean? Then you're on to the next life. But hey, man, enjoy it, bro.
Oh, bye.
I'll let you.
You ever see somebody? Hold up, bro. No, hold up. No. You know those people that you be like, "How you doing, sister?" I'm blessed by the best. So then why your face don't look like it? I'm highly favored. Then smile in one word. All right, man, go ahead, bro.
All right, man, we're going to hold up and wait until our last song of the night.
Hold up. Hey.
I'm ball your face.
All right, y'all have to give me a second because this is another new artist, man. I be trying to find new people. This song is called Be Yourself by Soloso. It's a different name, but it's called Be Yourself by Soloso. Check it out.
I know too many people need your help. I know. Can't be afraid to keep it real. I know. Don't sell your soul to get $1 million. You gotta crawl before you walk, huh?
Says you took our idea, bro. No, I'm just playing.
Some people leave, some people stay around. That's just the way they play the game.
Don't judge the natural resting face. You feeling this recent.
Keep it real, that's why they count me out. My mama told me I'm a chosen child. My only purpose is to save a life. I keep it real with y'all. I never lie to y'all. I tell you the truth, God is real and he wanna save us all. You got a purpose, though. Bigger than smoking weed. Bigger than getting money. Bigger than what you see. Jesus is real, y'all. I seen him in my dream. Hell is real, y'all. I've been there in my dream. Heaven is real, y'all. I seen it in my dream. I'm just trying to keep it real, y'all. I'm just hoping that they feeling me. Can't be afraid to be yourself, I know. Too many people need your help, I know. Can't be afraid to keep it real, I know.
Man, why was I just thinking that? Bruh.
I know. Too many people need your help, I know.
They saw Still Standing,
Can't be afraid to keep it real, I know. Don't sell your soul to get $1 million. I wanna see my people smiling. I lost some dogs cause they was rolling. My circle small, won't let the devil in. I'm just glad that I'm forgiven. I don't wanna smoke no more. I don't sell dope no more. I don't kick doors no more. I don't wanna fight no more. Tell me what you fighting for. I just wanna serve you, Lord. I just wanna be your heart. Told God he can have my soul. Told God he can use my voice. I don't wanna take no life. I just wanna save my life. Tryna make it home tonight. Jesus is real, yo. I seen him in my dream. Hell is real, yo. I've been there in my dream. Heaven is real, yo. I seen it in my dream. I'm just trying to keep it real, yo. I'm just hoping that they feeling me. Can't be afraid to be yourself, I know. Too many people need your help, I know. Can't be afraid to keep it real, I know. Don't sell your soul to get $1 million. Can't be afraid to be yourself, I know. Too many people need your help, I know. Can't be afraid to keep it real, I know. Don't sell your soul to get $1 million. Hey man, don't be afraid to be yourself, man. Hey, you know what it is, your boy Soloso, man. Jesus told fame. Ain't no matter where you come from. Don't be afraid to be yourself. Jesus love you, man. Christ out. Triple D, stand up. Let go.
That was Be Yourself by artist by the name of Soloso, I believe that's what it is. Thoughts on this video? It reminds me of a video shot down in Clayton. I'm not even joking. It really looks like that area on top of a building somewhere in Clayton. And, you know, it was okay. No hate to the brother. I think it was all right. It's not my particular cup of tea, what Miss Dingo said, but I'm not hating on it because it could be something that can help someone else. But the music was all right. The video was clean, and that's about what I got for it. Go ahead, bro.
With you. I think if he's a new artist and he's growing, you know what I'm saying? He definitely got potential or whatever the case may be. It don't minister to me, but at the same time, I feel his heart in it. You dig what I'm saying? So, video was clean, just on top of a building, something very simple. Just brother, if you ever see this, we ain't hating on you. Keep doing what you're doing for the Lord. Keep moving forward.
Yes, sir.
Yes, bro, sir. You know what I'm saying? Learn from it. Keep going and keep doing kingdom work, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah, keep doing it. Be creative, man, and keep expressing yourself. And all these artists on different levels, man. Because like I say, everybody we play on here is not gonna be in the made it. Everybody we play here, I may already know, like, okay, they may not feel this, but I may play it anyway because you never know who's watching. And for the artists themselves, if they come across this, I want to at least let them have some type of platform. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. So, eventually, man, we'll see what happens with the brother, man. But big salute to Soloso and a song called Be Yourself.
Yeah.
They saying over there.
It's a lot of Eric Boston said the song is fine, I guess, but it really needs to do something. I guess he was looking for a drop, a climax, and it was just kind of the same repetitive lyrics, and it wasn't just the hook. Laying down on the concrete. Okay.
You said
laying down that long on the concrete. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. What he was trying to convey in that was he needs Jesus. He's down on his back and he's trying to lift up because Jesus
was trying to have a shot. He had the drone shot. That's what they conveying.
All right.
Ain't nothing wrong with it. I bet it was hot. He had that Dallas hat on. It'd be hot in Dallas. He probably was in Dallas somewhere.
Yeah, it'd be hot in Dallas, brother. I was trying. You know what I'm saying? I was help us one to another. But have you ever thought, I really enjoy what these guys are doing with this podcast. How can I help support them? How can I be a blessing to them? Look, we say this a lot now. Please hit that like, subscribe, notification button. If you've already hit that subscribe and notification, don't do it no more. But you can always hit the like button once if you see it. Don't hit it twice because you'll unlike it. You can also hit our Cash App up, Cash Sign, Not the Same Podcast. Go to the website, notthesamepodcast.com/support. That will give you the last 3 episodes. So your one words are not searching YouTube trying to find, well, who was that one dude 2 weeks ago? Well, guess what? Go to the website. You can see the last 3 episodes of the Faith and Music Show, the Sports Show, and the Bible Study because we're trying to do that. You dig? So
we are.
That's how you can support us.
Man, we are not hating any artist, man, but we do give honest opinions. We should not be slapped and beat up for giving an honest opinion because we still want to show the love of Christ. But at the end of the day, if it's not your favorite, it ain't your favorite. But I'm not going to kill it and say it shouldn't be played. That's why I played it. Feel what I'm saying? With that being said, man, we'll be back next week. Huh?
I said you did have to preview it before you just shot it up there.
Right. So we'll be back next week with our music and faith show next Thursday. Wednesday we will have the sports show, and Tuesday we have another Bible study, man. So slide back in with us again. New topic, man. Be there 6 o'clock on Tuesday night, man. We'll be grateful to see y'all, and we'll be grateful to be back.
So grateful.
So grateful. With that being said, I'm C-Micah. We out, man.
About our Father's business. Crime mode. Filled with this Holy Spirit. That's a cheat code. Holiness the standard. We never fold. We about to make a scene. Episode. About